Hey folks, welcome to another edition of BrushPile Fishing. As you can see, we're getting a good early start here on Enid Lake in Mississippi. We're in the first week of October for some early fall action. It's going to be a warm day. They're calling for temperatures about 92 degrees. Fishing with my good friend, John Mayo. We've wanted to put the show together for several years. Finally got time to do it. So stay tuned. We'll be right back with BrushPile Fishing.
Many people look at a lake and feel a sense of calm serenity. Crappie fishermen feel the heart-pounding anticipation of the thump. That's why host Russ Bailey is addicted to crappie fishing. It's this addiction that takes Russ from the Midwest to the Deep South in search of the best lakes, techniques, and patterns from some of the best crappie anglers in the country. Right here on BrushPile Fishing.
Hey folks, welcome back to BrushPile Fishing here at Enid Lake in Mississippi. First week of October with my good buddy John Mayo. John, how we doing, man?
Doing good, Mr. Russ. How are you doing, sir?
Brother, we have talked about putting a show together for how many years. We finally get to do it.
Finally get to do it.
And you know, we want to do a fall show. Now it's October, but you guys are still getting up to 92, 93 degrees today.
It'll be in the 90s later today. You know, starting out this morning, we're in the lower 70s, but by 10, 11 o'clock, we'll be getting close to 90 degrees.
What are we going to do today?
Old school spider rig.
Okay.
We're going about as old school as you can get. We've got the B&M BGJP 16 foot. Probably caught more fish than any other pole ever made. Got a B&M Caps and Coleman minnow rig. Majority of them we're running straight minnow on the bottom.
Okay.
We have a 1/32 ounce jig head on top with a crappie magnet tipped with a minnow on top. And just about as old school as you can get.
A lost art anymore with the LiveScope, but it's going to be fun.
It is, it is. It's still our favorite way to fish. It's what we grew up doing, and you know, we're going to keep this old tradition just keeping on. We do have the LiveScope turned on. We'll watch some fish today, and we can see how deep we've got our baits, but you know, it's about as old school as you can get.
You ready to get started?
I'm ready.
Spider rigging here on Enid. Here we go, folks.
Here's the lake information, sponsored by Mossback Fish Habitat.
Just starting out this morning, folks. We've been on the water just a couple minutes. Water temperature down here right now, 75 degrees. We're starting out in about 10 foot of water. And one of the things I noticed already, John, is, man, they've already started pulling this lake down.
They are pulling the fire out of it right now. And they're pulling about 2/10 a day off.
There we go.
And
oh yeah. About a 10-inch fish to get us going.
Yes, sir. About fish hit it and come back, and about as good as it gets. Right there, just a good old Mississippi fall time crappie. Put him back and catch another one.
Now you said that the water we're fishing right now, actually in another month or so, this is all going to be dry.
You can walk across this in about another month in a pair of tennis shoes.
And folks, you can see how far off the bank we are now. So when they draw down, they don't mess around.
They do not. You know, you know, I was fortunate, Russ. I've grown up here my entire life. Best days of my life was spent with my mom and dad right here on this lake as a kid growing up in the John boat. And you know, we laugh about it. There's probably not a twig in this lake that I don't know where it's at. And so we're fishing some old ditches right here that come out. And we're going out to the, what we call the dredge channel or the old river channel. And, you know, these fish are just making their fall migration. They make the same route in the spring, you know, headed back to the east, back up to the timber, shallow water, and so they'll just do their fall migration. They're pulling at about 2/10 a day right now. They've kind of slowed it down. They've got it down to rule curve. But through the years, this has silted in so much, there's not a lot of ditches and creeks anymore like there were when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And, you know, you still got to pay really close attention. You know, we call a ledge or a drop-off, where a lot of people see a significant drop. We're only talking about 4 to 6 inches.
Wow.
So and that's where they use those travel corridors, you know.
Just that little difference.
A little bit of difference can make a huge, huge difference.
Now, that first fish, that's about a 10.5 inch fish. What's the average that you catch here?
So the average fish, so we've got a really good, and it kind of goes all of these lakes, you know, here in North Mississippi, we kind of go through an age class structure. We have got a really good number of fish.
Look at this.
In this lake of 10 to about 11.5 inch fish.
Okay.
And, you know, that's a smaller fish, probably a 2-year-old fish. And, but I mean, you know, you get into your bigger ones.
Your gear and conditions sponsored by Millertech Lithium.
Oh,
He got it.
and folks, I'm telling you now, Mayo's one of them backward people, has the reels on the right-hand side.
A little bit of a Chinese fire drill this
Yeah,
morning.
yeah, just starting. Little one. He's talking about the different age classes. There you see another one.
Probably a 2-year-old fish. This year it was a little later, but we still had a really good spawn, seems like. And, you know, you know, I've been fortunate to crappie fish several different places, and people ask me all the time, well, where all do you go crappie fishing? Man, it's hard to leave right here. I've always, Tommy Ezel, I've met him there at the Crappie Expo, and he and I talked. I've got a couple lakes on my bucket list that Les Smith and I want to go fish. Lake Fork, Texas, and St. Johns River, we're going to try to get there.
They're both awesome. They are. Now, what kind of limits do they have here as far as size and numbers?
So here in Mississippi, here on the Big Four, fish have to be over 12 inches to keep. Limit is 15 per person per day, up to a 40 boat limit. So if you have 3 or more people, you can only keep 40 fish. And that's another 10.5, 11 incher.
Yes, sir.
But I come on a mermaid crappie magnet.
One of my favorite colors.
You can't beat it.
You talked about St. John's. Make sure you got some mermaids down there. That's a good color. How long have you been guiding?
So I've been guiding for John about 6 years
Okay.
with JH Guide Service. He and I tournament fished against each other for years and years, and became really good friends. And he asked me one day if I would do a few guide trips for him, and next thing I knew, I was back to guiding full time, pretty well full time, and but really enjoy it. Got a great group of guides. You know, just we're a bunch of old country boys that like to fish. You know, we're some old schoolers. We still love to spotter rig, and you know, we will LiveScope if that's what someone wants to do. And but we're still pretty well known for slow trolling, power trolling, numerous trolling techniques. We like pull crankbaits and long line also. But to me, this is more relaxed, just like you and I sitting up here talking.
And it's still productive. Still productive.
You can come out here. I mean, it gets no easier than what we're doing right now.
No, this is nice.
and just come out here and catch fish.
There you go.
Watched it on LiveScope. Just got to get in some bear. If we get down here to this river channel, we ain't got to the good part yet. You see this big ridge runs across the lake right here?
Yep.
And it's about a 2-foot drop off.
There we go. There's a good fish.
Oop. Missed that?
There's a good one. There's a good one.
Chinese fire drill going on.
Yeah.
Be all right.
There's a good keeper fish here, folks. Thank you, John.
Yes, sir. Boy, they starting to fatten up, aren't they?
Yeah, look at the belly already. Gorging for the winter. Getting ready for the winter time. There we go. There's another good one. Come here. All right, turn around here. Just threw the other fish back and pop this one. There you go. Man, we've been out here, what, 6-7 minutes?
Not long.
Lord, look at there.
Not long.
Another good fish. Whoa. Here you go, buddy. Oh, yeah.
Swing me.
Whoop.
There we go.
The bite is on this morning.
Go straight, man. Let me see. Another 12-incher.
You know, John, yesterday we were at Grenada taping with John Harrison, and we got a nice show, but the bite was super finicky. I mean, so many minnows would have scales pulled off, and they wouldn't take that minnow. Today, it is completely opposite here in Enid. They are slamming these things.
That's cause J.H. done sore lift all them down there before y'all got there. I guarantee.
We always have a good time fishing with him, but it was like I say, it was a tough bite yesterday.
Grenada has been on and off. You know, I think this weather pattern with these cool nights, these fish haven't quite got adjusted to it just yet. And
that's the thing, you're having cool nights and then the temperatures are getting way back up there in the daytime.
We've got a big cold front coming in Friday night. Lows are going to drop in the low 40s, and be our first big cold front of the year. Probably going to see water temps drop 4 to 5 degrees. Over the weekend, we're going to have a high north wind. I'm not going to say it's going to shut the fishing off, but it will slow it down significantly. It'll take those fish, and it's just like us. I mean, you know, here we are sitting here today in shorts.
Yeah.
I'm wearing shorts down here, 90 degrees today, and then it's going to be, I think, 42 Saturday night. So, you know, that's a significant drop.
Yeah. Now, when they draw this down so far, are there still areas that you fish in the winter here?
There are. They get on some deep ledges out here on the main lake, and you know, it is fantastic. Oh. Pretty little old fish. Boy, they getting fat as a butterball.
Come here. Oh, there's another good one. Get in here. I'll tell you what, we're catching some 12. That's a real good fish here.
That's probably a 13.
Yes, sir. Yes. I stole Mayo's fish there, folks. Yeah, that's a good 13 and a half inch crappie. And like I say, we have not been fishing for a half hour yet. It's been a good morning. Look at there.
Yeah, that's a pretty fish. It's about the perfect wind right now, though, because we're just easing along.
Yep.
Got the trolling motor turned off, 0.5.
We're going with the wind. Yep. I seen that.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh. Man, we are catching some nice fish this early morning.
Uh-oh. You think he inhaled it?
Oh. That's the jig, folks.
I don't know if you can see that on that camera, but that is a crappie magnet down in his goozle. Look at that now, Mr. Russ.
Well, as you can see, folks, Mayo's not letting me catch in big ones like him, but that's still a good fish. Look at there.
Yeah. Still a couple good fish.
Second double, I believe, of the morning.
Pretty.
Yes, sir. There you can see the baits coming up.
So we're gonna ease up on him. I'm gonna tap the brakes a couple
There you
times.
see the baits, there's the fish.
They,
Not a bad fish there.
nah.
Need a hand?
Not a bad fish. Another keeper fish right there. Come on a crappie magnet on the Mermaid again. Another fish going back in the lake.
You know, folks, I've got to fish Mississippi last couple days. We have had some beautiful sunny days, warm weather, and it brought up something I wanted to talk about. We talk a lot about protection as far as drinking a lot of fluids when it's that hot out there and sunny. But the other thing is, think about your eye protection. You know, I wear the hook and bullets, great polarized glasses. You're staring in the water, especially what we're doing today. We're staring in the water all day today. This cuts that glare. It also is made to where you can read your Garmin unit very easily. So get you a good pair of hook and bullets. Sunglasses are one of the must when you're fishing in sunny days. Hey, he's on
Look out there, Mr. Russ.
Oh yeah. Come here. There we go.
I got you another.
Now, Mr. Mayo, you told me there are black crappie here, but we're fishing this area all white crappie.
Mainly all white crappie here on the main lake. The black crappie right now, they're going to be on structure.
Okay.
They'll be grouped up. The black crappie are pretty prevalent in this lake, but they're going to be about a mile from us back up east, and they will be on the timber, and there's a pretty significant number of black crappie on the timber right now.
Good deal.
All right, folks, so something we're doing here on the Big Four, they've just started on Lake D'Arbonne. I want to make you aware of B&M Crappie Magnet Cornfield Fishing Gear have gotten behind Crappie Forever. And so JH Guide Service, a lot of our good friends that are also guides here in Mississippi, we're tagging fish. So be sure if you come here to the Big Four, if you catch a big fish, be sure to look at it really close. There'll be a yellow tag just behind the dorsal fin. Will be a Crappie Forever tag. We'll have a tag number on it. If it does have a B&M Crappie Magnet or Cornfield Fishing Gear, it may have a reward tag on it. So look at them real close, record the tag number, record the release of the fish, and give Crappie Forever a call, and could be a reward for that fish. But it's a great thing we're doing here in Mississippi. We're just trying to keep the genetics of our big fish here in these lakes. It's kind of like, you know, growing big deer. You know, we're just trying to keep the genetics here in these lakes for many years to come. And look up Crappie Forever, give them a call. They have apparel. Great guys, really good friends of mine, and a great organization. So look them up and give them a shout out. Thanks.
There
My
we go.
gosh, you got it that time, didn't you?
Yep. Come here. Swing him around.
There we go.
Doggone it. Yep.
No, he's hook's still on there.
Huh?
Hook's still on there.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, Just an average one there. Flip him back, let him go.
And
Oh,
I put a little bit in those.
another one on the jig.
They bit the little crappie magnets.
Yeah.
Good.
About a 10-inch fish there, not a keeper. Oh, he's on her.
That's him.
There you go.
How was that fish you and I was watching?
Yep. He
That was
didn't
just
mess
on-
around, did he?
No, it's just on a straight minnow. Just a pretty little old fish. Man, they're pretty.
They're all getting their bellies full.
Oh, what you talking about, they? Pretty. Right here. Look right here.
Oh, bald eagle. You gotta be kidding me. Dude, it's gonna be a good show.
Look right here.
Another bald eagle. Are you kidding? Oh.
Look right here, Russ.
Are you getting this, T-Roy? Oh my gosh.
1, 2, 3. 3 bald eagles and 2 golden eagles.
I can tell you that's never happened on the show here before. That bird. Look at him.
Look at here.
Look at him.
Got him.
He did.
Unreal.
Did you set that up for us?
I did.
You're so much better than Harrison.
I'm telling you. I've been trying to teach him. Oh, ain't that pretty.
Look how big. We could have had 4 fish hit by now. We wouldn't have known.
Isn't that something to see? All right, since we're done bird watching, we'll go back to catching fish. How's that?
It's got a little bend to. Oh, there you go. They quit biting just long enough for the eagle show.
Yeah, we've scheduled our bird watching, so pretty fish.
Yeah. Now, if they want to book a trip, do they go through John for you then?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Easiest thing to do, just give us a call at JH Guide Service. You can look us up on Facebook and give John a call, and we'll get started back. We're booked quite a bit this fall. We have a few more dates available, but you know, spring dates are booked pretty quick.
Yeah.
And always do. You know, when we get back from Grizzly Jig Show, early February, we'll start toward the end of February, and we'll be wide open all spring, you know, so. But, you know, springtime's definitely our busiest time, you know, so if you want to get on the books, need to do it early and just give John Harrison a call.
Caught one. There we go. First move we've made, basically just went back to where we started.
We're right back where we started this morning. And got us a good one right out of the giddy up.
And now, the BrushPile Gear Check.
Hey folks, so we're going to do today's gear check using a B&M BGJP 163. It's their 16-foot 3-piece rod. One of the best rods to do what we've done today with. Paired it with a B&M size 100 reel. Far as the rig that we're using today, it is the B&M Capps & Coleman Minnow rig, 3/4 ounce weight. Swapped the top hook out. I've just got a little 1/32 ounce jig head on. Got a crappie magnet tipped with a minnow. Still got straight old, just straight minnow on the bottom. As far as line, I recommend 10-pound monofilament. Any monofilament line is good. But B&M BGJP, by far, it's a staple. Uh-oh, Russ done got him a fish on up here.
Hold on, folks. We'll continue this gear check in a minute. Hold on. Come here. Come here. Had to run up and get me. All right. Well, we were doing the gear check, folks. There we go. You can continue, Mr. Mayo. Look at there.
So
even during the gear check, they've been hitting this morning.
Still one of my favorite ways to fish. But you got to see how it worked today. Come down here to Mississippi, get you a bucket full of minnows. Come out here and just have you some good times, and thanks.
Oh, there's a good hog. Doggone. Man, we've caught about every size today, too, you know it?
Yeah. Caught everything.
That is a good one.
All we need is a giant. Oh, yeah, pretty.
Folks, I hope you enjoyed today's show. John, we finally got to put a show together after talking about it all the years. Tell you what, folks, we fished for probably 3 hours today. Literally, we could have had this show done, what, half an hour. We caught enough fish.
We couldn't get Troy to get off camera hooked up fast enough.
I'll tell you what, it's been great. Enid, again, all this water that we're fishing, you say in a month, is going to be gone, but early fall fishing, hopefully today you've seen it can be a blast. We caught a ton of fish. It's been a good time, buddy.
Been a great time.
John, we're going to do it again, man. We talked about a spawning show.
We're going to get you on a cottonmouth down here in the spring.
You ain't messing with those snakes. Folks, he knows I don't mess with snakes. John, thanks a lot. Folks, I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned. We'll be back again with BrushPile Fishing.
Special thanks to B&M Pole Company, War Eagle Boats, Crappie Magnet, Slime Line Fishing Line, Cornfield Fishing Gear, Eye-Hole Jig, Easy Drift, Driftmaster, Offshore Tackle Company, Power Pole, Mossback Fish Habitat, Purpose-Built Optics, Garmin, Stan's Slip Bobbers, Bob's Cycle Repair, Millertech Lithium,